There is nothing worse than spending hours scripting, filming, and editing a video only for it to tank because the topic or idea itself wasn't all that interesting. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys a simple system that you can steal straight away to generate high-performing video topic ideas within your niche based on proven results, all before you spend any time creating content. This system was heavily inspired by a learning module in the Achieve Greatness school community. So if you're interested, click the link in the description below to learn more. So let's dive in. Step 0, understanding the goal. Before we start researching, let's talk about the why. Most new creators are often guessing when choosing their video topics, and guesswork can be expensive. It can cost you your time, energy, and confidence. So if you're finding yourself asking the question, what video should I make? You might be asking the wrong question. Instead, you should be asking, what videos are working well in my niche at the moment, and what kind of spin can I put on my own version of it? This system is going to validate the topics that you're considering so that you're creating content with real upside potential and not just relying on hope. All right, step 1, download the free tracker. So grab the free resource in the description below. It's called How to Validate Video Topics via Competitor Research. This is the exact document that I use personally and that I give to all of my midlife creator community members to help organize all of the steps that we're going to talk about in today's video. What's great about it is that it is super simple to follow and repeatable to use as your channel grows. Step 2 is to find 7 smaller channels in your niche. Now, once you have the template downloaded, you're going to go out and look for 7 channels within your niche or as close to your niche as possible. And we're going to make sure that these channels have fewer than 100,000 subscribers. And this is where the magic starts to happen. These are going to be your gold mines for video topic ideas that are already working. Couple of caveats. Number 1, make sure that they're active and that they've been posting within the last 2 to 3 weeks. The second is make sure that they're focused on long form content and not overly reliant on shorts. If you find a creator that fits the mold, but they're heavily reliant on short form content, their subscriber number may be artificially inflated as a result. And for the purposes of this exercise, we're not going to want to include them. In this step, you're going to think about your role as like a talent scout, right? You're looking for up and coming creators within your niche that are gaining traction because we're going to end up using them to source ideas from. Step number 3 is to find 3 larger channels in your niche. And these are going to be channels with over 100,000 subscribers. So pick channels that you admire, maybe channels whose style you like, that you really enjoy watching their videos. And these are going to be the folks who are more well established. They likely have a great system for editing, for delivery, for packaging. So in this step, we're essentially building a small library of high quality polish that we will seek to emulate later on. Okay, so step 4 is to analyze the smaller channels for topic outliers. And here's where it gets fun. So we're going to go into each of these 7 smaller channels. We're going to click into their channel page and go to the videos tab, sort by most recent, and we're going to just look at their videos from the last 2 or 3 months. And then we're going to pick out a handful of videos that are getting more substantial viewership than the rest. Now you can use the vidIQ browser extension, which is free, to quickly spot outliers, or you can just do a visual scan to see which videos have the most views. At this stage, we're going to start capturing about 2 to 4 outlier videos per creator. We're going to try and figure out what the main topic or big idea is for the video. We'll capture any unique titling frameworks and any unique angles that we're seeing the creator is employing for the video. So here's a quick example of what that might look like for me doing this research. Now I've captured creators like Rob the Maritimer, Alexa Serenoia, Diane Moore, and many others. For Rob's channel, I've captured 4 videos over the last few months that really stand out in terms of viewership and being an outlier. And then I tried to encapsulate in not too many words what the main video topic ideas are. And then I tried to capture what is Rob's delivery style? What's his unique angle? How does he come off from an emotional perspective? How do people interpret him? And these are going to be the things that we can then use later on when we're coming up with our own video ideas. So step 5 is to create your short list of validated topics. So after reviewing all 7 channels, you're going to pull together a list of all the highest performing topics that you found. Another step you can take if you're having a hard time finding high performing topics over the last few months is if you come into the channel and you sort by popular, take a look at the top 12 performing videos on the channel. And from here, you can take a snapshot as well to try and figure out, are there any overarching themes that are more popular than others? Now, the trick is not to look at things that are too old because we really want to look for fresh signals that we know are working relatively recently. All right, step 6 is now that you've validated your list, you're going to pull out 3 to 5 high level topics that 1, performed well, 2, align with your audience, and 3, feel aligned with your style. These are going to be your umbrella topics from which to generate multiple video ideas. No more guesswork. No more wasted effort. An optional but really powerful step you can take is number 7, use comments to sharpen your ideas. Once you've found some winning videos with the 7 creators, you can then scroll down and dig into their comments. You can simply copy and paste a large chunk of comments, throw it into ChatGPT, and give it some prompts. What are people resonating with in these comments? What follow-up questions or pain points are being revealed? And then see what ChatGPT has to say around the sentiment of the commentary on those videos. There may be questions that the original creator never answered that you can then bring to light in your video. And what's great about this approach is that you're really getting into the nuance of what worked well, what resonated with people. This way, you're not just blatantly copying the original video, but you're adding your own unique spin on it based upon what people want to hear. Now, step 8 in our process is to study the hooks. So lastly, analyze how these top performing videos start. What's happening in the first 15 seconds? How are they grabbing attention? What emotions are they tapping into? And what promise or transformation are they offering? These are going to be things, patterns that you can then parse out. Again, look for commonalities across videos and across channels, and then reverse engineer them into your own videos. Step 9 is going to be to analyze those large channels for style, not necessarily performance. So for the purposes of this video, this is going to be an optional step, but something you can do at a later date. Coming back to this idea of looking at the larger creators to get inspiration on their editing, on their delivery, on their polish, on their packaging, not necessarily on their ideas. And then finally, step number 10 is to make this a habit. So this is the kind of system that compounds, and this is something that you can do repeatedly over time, literally every month or every 2 months if you need it. Because as the people in your niche create more and more content, you're going to start to see more trends evolve over time. And you can certainly jump on some of those topic ideas, put your own unique spin on it, and then ride that wave along with them. And this way, you'll always have a robust pipeline of video topic ideas that you know have traction because you're seeing them from other channels. This way, you're not guessing, you're not just throwing spaghetti at the wall. And if you're ready to start accelerating your own YouTube channel growth and put all of the things that we talked about today into practice, feel free to book a free 15-minute consultation with me. There's a link in the description, and I can't wait to hear from you. Have a good one, and I'll talk to you in the next video.